Hey everybody, I'm Tom Ross.
And I'm Todd Anderson.
You're watching Verse Series on StarCityGames.com.
All right, so today we're going to be continuing our standard testing of Kaladesh, and really we've only had one tournament with the new card, so I think there's a lot left to be explored. Today we're going to be playing some kind of funky brews. Tom, I know, is going to be playing a deck that Michael Majors posted in his article last week. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's a blue-black graveyard deck, kind of like the blue-black zombies deck that's been played last season. Has a lot of Haunted Dead, Voldrin Pariah, prize amalgam stuff.
Right up your alley.
It also has perpetual timepiece to get your graveyard even fuller, and also scrap heap scrounger to also bring back prize amalgam. It's a lot more, like a little bit of artifact synergy, a little bit more graveyard synergy.
Yeah, I do like the Glint Nest Crane. Is that what it's called? I do like that card a lot. I feel like it has a lot of applications across a broad spectrum of archetypes, and it's a 1/3 flyer for 2 mana, which is a pretty good rate on its own, but it also has the ability to act like an Augur of Bolas, or any of those 2-mana creatures that would sometimes draw you a card. As far as the rest of the deck is concerned, the artifact theme, I don't know if it's good enough or not. You could go in the route of a lot more zombies and play things like Crypt Breaker. But what's your feelings on that version versus this version?
Well, you had Crypt Breaker before, but now you have Smuggler's Copter, which is similar. Gets you to discard cards when you need to. Sometimes you manage the Voldrin Pariah, but sometimes you just get cards in your graveyard. That, along with Key to the City, is also another discard outlet. It's just another artifact. And discards you hit with Glint Nest Crane, and I think it looks pretty good.
Cool. All right, well, today I'm going to be playing a brew that I've been working on. This is a red-white refurbished deck. Now, it's going to play out a lot like red-based Tormenting Voice decks that you've seen me play in the past. However, the other side of that element is now we actually have something to, or like a lot more stuff to do with our graveyard once we actually start filling it up. With Cathartic Reunion and Tormenting Voice, we're able to discard things like Combustible Gearhulk and Cataclysmic Gearhulk, and then use Refurbish to put them into play a turn or two earlier than we normally would. On top of that, we also have Fiery Temper and Drownyard Temple to act as more things that we can discard for value, while also building up mana with Drownyard Temple to start casting stuff like Chandra, Flamecaller, and things of that nature. But also, it's just a very synergistic deck that has a high power ceiling. I think Combustible Gearhulk, I know that I underrated it when it was first spoiled, just because it has the Punisher mechanic, but you can put your opponent in a lot of situations where no matter what they decide, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Once you're able to trigger the second or even third Gearhulk, your opponent has to basically let you just draw cards at that point, which is generally going to win you the game anyway. But sometimes if they don't want you to draw 3 cards early on, they can take anywhere from 4 to 12 damage or something like that. And I mean, the ceiling's obviously 18, but that's not going to happen very often. So today we're going to be playing my red-white refurbished deck versus Tom's blue-black artifact-themed graveyard deck, and it should be a pretty fun matchup. I do like the interactions with prize amalgam with all of the graveyard recursion. It's going to make stuff like Cataclysmic Gearhulk and Chandra Flamecaller's minus ability a lot less effective. But we're going to see if I can grind through all that.
Yeah, it's very much a good wide deck, but I can rebuild, see if I can.
All right, guys, well, let's go and get to the match and see who takes it down.
Okay, we're here for game 1. I've won the die roll. Hand isn't particularly fast, but it has a lot of graveyard things going with it. I don't know when I'm going to be bringing back all these prize amalgams, but I do have the means to do so.
All right, my side, we have a pretty good opener here. We definitely want to draw 1 land, but we have Cathartic Reunion to help find that. I'm not sure if I want to cast Cathartic Reunion on 2 or 3, so that I can use this Fiery Temper with it, but we'll just kind of see how the game plays out early on.
All right.
Go.
Pilgrims, what does that do for me? Oh, good.
All right, so the cool thing about Key to the City, it says up to, so it actually can just work as a just 2-mana discard outlet most of the time. All right, well,
Do I want to draw a card? Might.
I don't know if I should cast this now, but I'm going to go ahead and just discard just both combustibles, I suppose, and just try to draw another refurbish. All right, your turn.
Definitely gonna discard this prize amalgam. Now I can decide if I want to draw a card or cast my Pilgrim's Eye. I think I want to just draw a card.
Okay.
Keep the party going, and draw from my doorstep. Yep, looks about right. Okay, go.
All right. This is one bad thing about playing too many of these, call them fast lands, I suppose, like Inspiring Advantage. We have Needle Spires and Inspiring Advantage, so now at least one or two of them are going to come into play tapped, so we'll just say go.
Just go with that. End your turn. I think I want to draw another card. I think I have my plan set out. Draw a card for my turn. Ooh, that's a lot of them. A lot of flying things. Okay, go.
Alright, we're going to hold on to this Fiery Temper. Just use it to kill a creature. I was thinking about just throwing it as Dome. But we're going to go ahead and refurbish, targeting Combustible Gearhulk.
I suppose this time around I should be taking X damage, where who knows how much X is. So,
Well, if you let me draw 3 cards, I go up to 9, and I have to discard 2. So,
oh, that's kind of smart-ish.
but it does let me get rid of a lot of the garbage that is in my hand right now. So, but let you decide. That's the whole point.
Okay, I think you're right. Yeah, I draw up to the 9.
All right. All right, move discard.
I guess I'm doing all this stuff during your second main phase.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's bad.
Bring back this, discarding this card, and kind of want to draw a card next turn.
Don't forget to bring your Duders back.
Yeah, it's in your turn. I got to discard another card to Haunted Dead.
Oh, sure.
How many Copters does one really need? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Draw some more cards. Draw, then from a draw step. Oh, I did. It's there. Can I... Okay, how much does card cost? 4 mana. What if I attack you with everything you take? Probably 6. Yeah, I gotta get the job done somehow, I guess. If I hit you for 6, and then what next? I bring back a Haunted Dead, try to eventually get up to making this work. Alright, whatever.
So if I block Prize Amalgam, he's just going to get it back kind of free roll-ish because he has a Haunted Dead in the graveyard already. So I think I'm actually going to block Haunted Dead and take 7. So I'm going to go 13.
Okay, that's alright. So I could discard both these and probably get this going next turn. That'll be a path to victory.
Well, I'm already in a lot of trouble, so I don't think you're going to have too hard of a time finding a path to victory.
Yeah, I really want to try this out, so I'm going to try to dump my hand. Go.
Oh, the Orrery.
Yeah, see if Ori does anything.
So if I play Cataclysmic Gearhulk, he's just going to sack these 2 and then bring them back no matter what. So I think it's actually better here for me to refurbish Combustible Gearhulk. And again, it's going to draw me... I haven't played a land yet.
Yeah, I guess draw 3.
5, 6, 7. So I'm going to go up to 10. And we did not draw a 1-man 2 damage spell, which kind of stinks. But we did draw a decent one. We do get to basically loot away all these extra lands, though. So if I attack for 6, what happens? Brings back, probably chumps with the flyer. And then I can block. One of these are the Haunted Dead again. If I hold back, he can't really attack. Because he just deals me. He can attack me basically for 1. Is the spirit worth taking like 5 damage? I don't think so. So we'll just say go. And I'm going to discard.
Alright, well, your turn bringing that back. Get no spirit. Get rid of these Copters. Guess I'm only hitting you for 2 this turn. Think I want to dump my...
Well, I guess if you draw a card that kind of stinks, you can make a guy unblockable and hit me for 5.
Drew a good different one. during my beginning player upkeep. I need to know if this card triggers if I have cards in my hand on my upkeep, because I might have the 0 cards in my hand when it resolves. I'm not sure. Fairly important. What do you think? You think it goes on the stack if I have a card in my hand in my upkeep?
Let's see. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, if that player has no cards in hand, that player draws 3 cards. I'm pretty sure that it will only trigger if you have no cards. And then, so I think it checks twice. I think it checks on trigger and then on resolution.
You're probably right. Okay, what would I do then? Just cast this card? What if I make... No. I could start making stuff unblockable. That's kind of cool. No, I just won't. I'll just get in play. I'll just hit you, and I'll just get in play.
All right, so I go to 11.
Yeah, go.
All right, so I can play extra lands, right? Each player can play extra land.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so draw for turn.
It's just too cool to pass up on.
All right, we'll play 2 lands. I guess we'll Chandra and -3.
That bad for me, kinda.
That's pretty bad. I'll hit you for 12, put you to 8.
Okay.
Your turn. So. He is going to be able to bring some stuff back, though. Like, he can bring back the... He can only have 1 blocker next turn, though, so I think he might just be dead. Or real close.
I probably have to... Wait. Oh, man, I'm missing a land. I'm missing a lot. I think I blew it. Yep, I blew it. This Geethper Ori just distracted me.
It's the danger of new cards.
What am I at over there?
You're 8.
8. Well, don't have enough black mana to bring back Haunted Dead and Madness's Volder and Pariah. Really want to draw 3 cards on my upkeep if this card worked a little bit differently. But
Like I said, I'm not 100%, but I'm fairly confident that it would only put a trigger on the stack if you have no cards in hand.
I'll just discard end of turn.
Yeah, you could discard it end of turn, I suppose, if you want to take backsies. Because I think you just didn't realize you didn't have enough black mana for the Haunted Dead plus Volden Pariah combo.
I don't know what that would even do. Oh, probably nothing. So I guess I'll just try to live, which I can't. Alright, I'm dead. I give up. Yeah, I need to play the Ori a turn that I can activate it for sure. Okay, here for game 2, I'm on the play. I'm down a game. I have a slow beatdown hand. No graveyard synergies just yet to go off on.
All right, my side, it is a mana-heavy hand, but I think that's one of the best parts about Cathartic Reunion is that it allows you to get rid of some of your excess lands to dig for more removal and more high-impact cards, but we're going to keep it.
Okay. Go.
Go.
Wow. Okay. 3-2.
That's pretty good.
Gonna get you.
All right. Should we wait a turn to cast Cathartic Reunion, or just get this Drowning Temple into the grave? I'm gonna wait a turn. No, because then I might actually just draw into the nuts. We're gonna pitch these 2, draw 3. That was close. Your turn.
What does this card do? Kind of wish I had a land I could hit off Glintness Clarine, Dark Steel Citadel or some stuff.
Alright, I'm at 17.
Something like that. Okay. Look. Bottom. Okay.
That's just like all my Augurs of Bolus from back in the day. Just brick off forever. Alright, so we can get back Drowning Temple this turn, and then next turn we get to have a bunch of options. Or we can just hold up burn spells. I guess we could just do this also. Alright, whatever. Target that and discard a plains. Alright, your turn. Now that one can't come back, so there's arguments to be made about hitting the Gluttonous Crane instead, but if I do it that way, there's a chance that my Nahiri can just stick around. Like a pretty good chance.
Oh, you know what? I want to hit off a Gluttonous Crane. I guess I'll find out. Key to City was kind of something I was looking for. Too bad I can't guess it.
16.
Yep. Yep. Go.
Alright, well. No artifact guy in the yard. Let's do this. I think we have plenty of reds. We'll tick up. Maybe I should tick down, just get rid of the crane. Yeah, whatever. Kill that crane. Your turn.
Let's go over there. Oh, man. Like a bad limited deck over here.
It definitely is not doing the stuff it was doing last game, that's for sure. Well, neither am I. I don't have no giant thing in play on 4.
Alright, hit it. I guess for the sake of mana efficiency.
Alright, so you gain 2. You're at 22.
Yeah, buddy. Alright.
I'm going to try real hard not to kill that thing, since he seems to be stuck a little bit.
Deck might need some one-drop things in it.
Alright, we're going to tick up, and I kind of want to discard Cataclysmic Gearhulk, just to, so I can actually get some use out of these refurbishes. Alright, we're going to go... It's not really going to do anything except put a blocker into play. I guess, let's see. I think you have to choose both, but I think maybe it says up to. When it enters the battlefield, each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents he or she controls and sacrifices the rest. Okay. Yeah, but that's silly.
So I can off my crane, but I can off my Filigree Familiar.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, artifact and creature.
Your turn.
Ooh. Doing it. Maybe I'll threaten to triple block that. No, I got a key. Alright, unblockable.
Alright, I'll bombardment the familiar. He's gonna get a draw card, but we get to keep our Nahiri around, which I think is a fine trade-off.
Okay, go.
Alright, so this turn we can attack for 8. I think we'll start off, we'll tick up. We'll just pitch Fiery Temper and target this. Draw card. Alright. Land for turn. Attack for 8.
Yeah, sure.
You to 14 to 16. Your turn.
Got a cool key trigger here.
Also, I guess I could have traded in Nahiri for a key,
Perfect.
but it doesn't seem that debilitating at the moment.
Let's play this.
You're at 16.
Yep, go.
Alright. I want to get more use out of this other refurbish, so discard. Plus, we just use less mana, so we can maybe do more stuff. This is not double white. Alright, refurbish targeting Gearhulk. Trigger.
4 cards. Alright, I'm up. Lose some life.
Alright. 5, 11. Alright.
Great.
11 you're at 5. Attack.
Okay, fuck.
Alright, so you draw a card. I'm going to play a Tormenting Voice, Pitch Mountain, and play Needle Spire and say go.
Five, huh? Does that do anything? Nope, 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 nope. Swamp. Okay. Ooh. Things. I got a Pilgrim guy in my hand. Now what? Oh, I guess nothing. Go.
Back.
Bring back my Haunted Dead.
Okay.
Block your creatures.
Okay. Alright, play this one. Trigger.
Cards got 3.
You're at 5. I have 3 cards in
Alright, I'm gonna take some damage.
Oh, you did.
Rats. Gotta try to win, right?
Alright, well, the makeup of Tom's deck actually makes it so that Cataclysmic Gearhulk isn't very effective. Most of the time it's just going to be a 5-mana 4/5 Vigilance, which, he has to sacrifice maybe 1, maximum 2 things. And the fact that he gets to choose means that he's usually going to sacrifice stuff like Prized Amalgam and Haunted Dead, and then be able to bring those back immediately. So it's not as good as it looks in this matchup, so we're going to be cutting those. And because we are cutting half of our artifacts, I'm only going to be cutting 1 refurbish instead of 2. I still like the combo-ish element of refurbish on combustible Gearhulk on turn 4, especially since we're going to be on the draw. It's one of our better draws, so we're going to be leaving in 3 of those and in hopes that we get to do it. And then we're going to bring in a Fumigate as a sweeper that can buy us at least a turn or 2. Being able to KO basically his whole board means he's going to have 2 cards left in hand to discard to Haunted Dead to bring stuff back, and then I'm also going to be gaining some life in the process, usually around 3 to 5, I would guess. Structural Distortion, I think, is better than Fragmentize in this matchup, simply because of the exile ability, being able to exile Scrap Heap Scrounger and I guess Filigree Familiar, and the ability to hit a land if I want to, I think is more important than costing 1 mana. Exiling is kind of a big deal against graveyard-based strategies. So.
Yeah, so basically I'm cutting the goofy artifacts. The Geethper Ori, I think, is just a trap. It makes me warp my game plan around too much and just, I don't know, it didn't seem effective enough. Perpetual Timepiece, another card like that, just kind of fills my graveyard up very slowly at the cost of a card. I think it's too much. Smuggler's Copter, it will be good because he's bringing in Fumigates, but normally against a removal-heavy deck, I have trouble getting like a creature in play, and he can also just kill it, which kind of takes a turn away from me. Like if he fiery tempers it or hits it with a Galvanic Bombardment, then I kind of like have to crew it and it kills my creature, and it kind of sucks. And also Filigree Familiar didn't feel too good, even though I'm bringing in the Descendant Mindbenders. I think I have enough things between the Glint Cranes and the Pilgrim's Eye to try to emerge through.
Plus you still have Prize Amalgam and Haunted Dead as well, so you have plenty of things to sacrifice to the Mindbender.
Yeah, plenty of stuff. I'm playing the Glint Nest Crane still, even though I have 13 artifacts in my deck. I think if it hits about half the time, I'm happy. And of course, I'm bringing in 5 5 counter spells. I want to play the game more at instant speed on his turn, like bring back Haunted Dead and maybe tap my Key of Cities on his turn and kind of react to what he's doing. Try to negate his Planeswalkers and Refurbishes and I guess Fumigates now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, here for game 3, I'm down 0-2. I'm keeping a very slow hand, but I think it's better than a mulligan.
All right, my hand, I'm pretty sure I keep any mana-heavy hand as long as it has a Cathartic Reunion or Tormenting Voice, and these other 2 spells should buy us a lot of time, so.
Okay, well.
All right. I think there's actually a good chance I'm going to want a Bombardment here, so we're going to lead with that. Thinking I'm going to wait until turn 3 to cast Cathartic Reunion anyway.
So I could play another tap land, make sure I get this Pilgrim's Eye next turn, or I could kind of try to dig for a probably Key the City and get my hand going. Or maybe a Smuggler's Copter. There's also just a chance I'll just draw a land next turn. I'll be great. I got a Key. That's what I want, right? A Key of the City. Yeah. All right, Key it is.
All right. Your turn. Early Key from Tom's deck usually seems like it's going to be bad for me. Basically a free discard outlet that can also just start cycling stuff like Prized Amalgam for 2 mana, drawing an extra card.
Yeah, just get some cards in my graveyard. Didn't draw an untap land, but drew a decent one.
Right.
Yeah, just one.
19.
Yeah, go. Probably gonna pitch some card to this. Don't know what yet.
All right, we're gonna go Cathartic Union, pitching Fire Temper, targeting that, and a Mountain. We played the Plains over the Mountain because we have Fumigate in our deck now. I want to make sure that we hit that second white. Your turn.
Cycle and draw a card here, or I could have confirmed land drop by playing this Pilgrim's Eye. That's probably what I want. But do I want to discard any card? Maybe not. Because discarding this, then I'll bring back this, and I'll just chill for a second.
All right.
Keep my land, I need it anyway. Discard this, bring it back. I mean, I could just cast this card now. And have like a board to fight him with. Bring back this, discard that. Have something going on. Alright, go.
There's a lot of possibilities. So I really want to try to get value out of Nahiri by exiling something. If I get it negated here, that's not the best. It's kind of weird that he would cast Scrapheap Scrounger instead of just discarding it. So he has to have another thing. Alright, whatever.
Resolves.
Right, we're just going to tick up. I'm going to pitch. Don't really want to discard a land. Basically, I'm discarding land, but then I'm going to want to draw a land. So, kind of defeats the purpose a bit. I could just discard nothing, since I do need those extra 2 lands. Yeah, sure, go.
Second main, discarding this, bring it back.
Yeah, it's bad.
Don't think I want to draw a card this turn. Really need to cast a card in my hand.
Oh, wow. Just going to get Mindbendered. Just obliterated here.
So yeah, attacking here for 6 and you for 3.
Yep. I'm at 16.
Gonna cast Mindbidder, don't know what I'm sacrificing. Could be Haunted Dead. Probably don't have enough cards to bring back Haunted Dead just yet. Probably should just be this Prize Amalgam. Yeah, I'll sack this Prize Amalgam, I guess. Lands, what's the most threatening?
Probably Chandra and, I mean, I don't know, one of the 2 removal spells.
Can't exactly get through a Gearhulk. Chandra is okay.
Yeah, actually, I forgot that.
I do have a 5/5 in play.
Yeah.
Probably should get this temper while he can't madness it, so I think I should be getting these.
All right, so we got Fumigate, Refurbish off the top, our good ones.
Yep.
Whoop.
So what, you took 3? 17 over there.
16. Your go.
I think I do want to tap this and turn draw a card with it. Its ability. So draw for my turn. And yep, they're in. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Of this, what can I do against me? Not. I can kill a Haunted Dead, I guess. Okay, that's fine. I can kill a Haunted Dead and bombardment something. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Block. Haunted Dead. Block Haunted Dead and bombardment the spirits. I'll take 8. Puts me to 8.
Okay, go.
All right, what are we gonna do here?
For 8 or 8. Be a careful dance on the second main phase here. Right. Because he'd be like, go, and I'm like, stop you on your second main phase, do my stuff. And he's like, well, you're still in my second main phase, I guess I'll play Chandra.
Well, yeah, but the amalgam still don't come back till the end of turn, so Chandra I still just die because that's 8/11.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I'm pretty sure I'm just dead regardless. I think in my head you weren't able to get back Haunted Dead, so that was stupid.
Yeah, I drew 2 cards on my turn.
Yep. All right, Dark Union. Touch this and this, and I'm dead. Probably should have blocked and bombardment in the Mindbender. Alright, just so you guys know, I did make a few sideboard changes. I brought back in some of the Cataclysmic Gearhulks. I cut the Galvanic Bombardments just because the having too much spot removal didn't feel like it was that good against this deck, since most of those creatures can come back. And I wanted some ways to protect my Planeswalkers, and I just wanted to make my refurbishes better, so, yeah.
Yeah, I got a not very synergistic handful of lands and spells. Well, right. Yeah. I'll start doing stuff on turn. Oh, turn 3, 4, 5. Who knows?
I guess I want to discard Drownyard Temple here over Gearhulk since I don't have a. Go ahead. I don't have a refurbish yet.
Yeah, sure. Well.
All right, your turn.
I don't have any pressing need to attack them. Well, I guess attack them stops from Drownyard templing this turn. So, mice. We have swamp.
Sure.
I'm activating this and trying to attack you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let me get my loot on right quick then.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Where am I at? I guess I'm discarding this Haunted Dead. He took 3 damage, and I drew a card. Well, I guess I'm drawing a card before I discard, but I'm sure I'm discarding that.
Sure thing. All right, 17, 20.
Yep, go.
So many triggers. So many things. All right. Nahiri minus.
Shoot.
Your turn.
What do I have this turn to do? Something. Kind of need a swamp for next turn, but what can you do? Technic here for 1, go.
All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. And safely pitch this extra land, I think. So we'll do that. Draw. Land and try this. See if it gets countered or not.
I'm gonna hit him for next turn. I can attack Nahiri for 3, probably. It's not getting countered, so I guess
Okay.
I'll take damage this time.
All right, 2. Just 2.
Tight.
Did get another Drawn Yard Temple in the graveyard though. Go ahead.
Second main phasing. This. Okay, where are we at? 2 flyers, some of that. Wait, this is a good one, right? Tap unless you control. Oh, okay. I get Sunken Hollow and Choked Estuary confused. Could get killed by a Fumigate kind of bad. So I guess I'll just have to attack that for 3, so I can only sacrifice these, which kind of sucks. I could just attack it, I guess. If I hit you for 1, attack Nahiri for the rest of it, then what happens?
Yeah, it dies. I block either Haunted Dead or Prize Amalgam. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's probably great. Alright, do that.
Alright, block Haunted Dead. I'll take 1. I go to 16.
Okay, go.
Alright, do this. Minus here.
Cards you got a bunch.
Yeah, 4. Sorry, I forgot you have counter spells.
No, it's in play and it's targeting Prize Amalgam. I'll bring back Haunted Dead, discarding these 2. I'll Madness Folder and Pariah. I guess this is coming in.
Okay.
That all happened. And I'll flip Vold and Pariah with, I guess, these.
Alright. Go.
I think that's what I want to do. Now, maybe if he shocks a guy, that's kind of bad. I guess I'm not going to worry about it. I had to it in here, 6 of you.
Yeah, unfortunately it works. So go to 10.
I think I could have sacrificed different creatures, got my Prize Amalgam back.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, go.
I just thought you'd rather have the instant speed ability.
I think I could have. What could I have done? Oh, no, maybe not. I just sacrificed this, and a Spirit. Kept this and this. Yeah, I could have done that. Prize Amalgam's a funny card. Have to see the creature come into play from the battlefield. Yeah,
Cards in hand?
that happens. 3.
Yeah, sure.
Game 3.
Yep.
13.
13, your turn.
The whole second main phase happening here.
Yeah, I can't really afford. Actually, I probably should wait till second main. That way, if I can actually pass the turn, and then I have a way to just kill the pariah. But whatever.
If you just pass the turn on me, I probably wouldn't do anything.
All right. Oh wow.
This.
Okay.
All right, so
3, 6, 7, 8, 9 puts me to 4.
could cast a spell. Don't think I should. Go.
Can I even draw here?
Actually, if I cast a spell, I probably could draw into a spell. It's kind of a risk, though.
What can I even do? If I Cataclysm Gearhulk, I die. Alright. Go. Alright, upkeep. Target this. And I guess target that. I'm at 1.
Best. Okay, go.
Alright, need another Fumigate to not die, I think. C4. In here you can't really find me much. And dead. Alright, I'm on the play here for game 5, and I'm keeping a hand that just has a bunch of stuff in it. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Kind of clunky, but whatever.
Lands, creatures.
Alright.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm not sure if I want a
Another
Tormenting
creature.
Voice to discard Drawing or Temple on 2. If I draw a land immediately, I think I will.
There you
But
go.
if I don't,
Maybe I should have done something
that
else.
might actually be better. Alright, do that, discard this, and this. Your turn.
Ooh. Ooh. I don't know why I ever cut one of these cards. It's like the best card in my deck. Yeah. Always impressive, Smuggler's Copter.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Fragmentize.
Oh, man.
Brought in a couple of those. Go ahead. Just to help fight Smuggler's Copter and Key to the City. I wish it was an instant,
Ah.
but what are you gonna do?
Use 6 for that. I guess I'll cast a card of some kind.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
I don't know. I guess it's gonna be this.
So we can get back Drying Air Temple here, or just play this. I think we're just going to play this. If he attacks into it, we get to exile it, and if he doesn't attack into it, we can threaten to get it up to ultimate pretty quickly. I'm going to pitch a Tormenting Voice, mostly because me plussing and discarding Tormenting Voice is kind of just like casting it. And I don't really want to discard this card. Here you go.
Well, darn. Probably gotta attack it. Then who knows what. Probably gotta cast a card too. Probably just gonna have to play all my cards out very slowly. Very painfully. Okay, whatever, attack it. I'll play this and get a swamp and play it and go. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, probably.
Alright. Minus this.
It's dead.
Let's play another one. Plus it. I think we're gonna pitch Mountain and draw. Play another Needle Spire and say go. One thing I've noticed playing this deck is that I'm not sure Drynor Temple is even worth playing in the deck. I keep discarding it, and it feels good to discard it, but getting it back just takes so much time.
Whenever whack that. Go.
Alright. We'll send this to 7. Our Needle Spires can play defense right now. Pitch one of these planes. Draw.
Do you have care fit ultimates? You just get a Gearhulk or some kind?
Yeah. Go.
Guess I care some. More than 0. Alright, Nugget. Go.
I'll bring back a Drowning Temple. Untap. Draw. Plus discard Drowning Temple. Pretty sure he's gonna play a what you calls it, Voldaren Pariah off of the Sanitarium. So I'll just cast this trigger.
I'm at 18 or something. What am I at? Yep,
You're
I'll pay the life.
Yeah, you take 5.
That was the last game. I was at 18.
And go.
Yeah, loot. Each player draws a card, discards a card. I'm discarding this. Guess that's how this works. To have things on 8, can I do 8 damage to it?
I don't think so.
Unlikely. I'll do 6 damage to it. 6 damage is not enough. It does kill this thing. Let's see, great. We don't have any bombardments in here, right? Nothing for me to extremely worry about.
Nope.
So I hit it for 4, then you can minus them up on the Hiri. Minus the Hiri on it, and then do some things, and things might get bad. Thing can't block anyway. What are you at, a ton, right?
I'm at 20, I believe.
What if I just nug it with a Pilgrim's Eye? It's kind of tough. Might. Yeah, I'm gonna just nug it with a Pilgrim's Eye.
I don't understand what's happening.
Go.
You just afraid to take damage, I guess?
Am I? I just don't want you exiling my Voldem Pariah just yet.
Oh, sure. That makes way more sense.
I put it to 4, then.
Alright. Plus, discard this, draw.
Skyreach Sanitarium is dangerous with Fiery Temper looming around. Use 1.
Alright, attack.
I guess I can take it. Alright, 9.
Fumigate.
You're going to gain 2 cards. Kind of want this to resolve. You're 20. No, you're 24. Whatever it happened.
Okay, I gained 4. 24 to 9, and your turn.
Oh, loot. Right. Bring back both my scrappy scroungers back.
Okay.
And you're a lot of life.
I'm in a lot of life. I think that's why Fumigate is great. Probably should
Whack
have
that
a
for
couple in
6.
the main deck.
My next amazing feat, I will. To pass a turn or to not pass a turn? That is a question. Whatever. Wham.
Okay. Alright, in a turn, get back.
I got a copter coming too.
Draw an Air Temple.
Yeah.
Untap. Oh, what? You have 2 cards in hand?
Uh-huh. 2 hot cards. Scrap heap. Scrounger. I love casting on Undead for its natural mana.
Alright, do this.
Sucks. A 9? Oh.
It is. Your life total is 9.
Can I beat it enough? What if you draw 3? Can I beat that? Yeah, probably. Okay, yeah, draw 3.
1, 2, 3.
Kind of strange, because if they're high casting cost spells, I probably can't beat them anyway.
Yeah, you would have died. Just FYI.
Oh, alright. Unfortunate. Here you got.
Alright, we're going to try a structural distortion on... Copter, or the thing that can keep coming back? I guess target Copter.
I'm not going to kill this in here. You ain't plus this turn.
I have not plus this turn.
So I kind of have to attack with everything. Kind of have to attack with everything. Copper didn't do anything. Whatever.
Alright, so you go to 7.
Yeah.
Alright, do I want to tick up on the Heary or exile a Scrap Heap Scrounger? I think I want to exile a Scrap Heap Scrounger. Alright, go.
Oh, shoot. Okay, attack Nahiri. Which one is this one? It's the one that has to come in play tapped? Man, it's unfortunate. Guards, bunch of guards, 4, 5.
3.
Man, I don't know what to do. Whatever, let's loot.
Okay.
Okay. Got this. I'll just flip it. Kill your Gearhulk. Flip it while I can't kill it.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. Alright.
I won't play a land. Probably not go.
So 7 to 24.
Uh-huh. Tough match.
Alright, play another one.
What can I beat? I beat 3 cards. Probably not, but yeah, draw 3.
1, 2, 3. Alright, refurbish this one.
I'll counter it.
Alright. Play my land, say go.
Oh man, gotta try to kill you somehow. What's up?
18.
There we go.
Huh. I can try to go for the kill or just make sure that I don't die. Tom's deck is really tricky. If he has counter spells, that makes this worse, and I guess I can... I have a lot of cards, so... I guess we can always lead with this and see what he does.
Well, I can't win without this abolisher bloodline, so I'm gonna get it.
Alright. So I can just activate Needle Spires and try to go for the kill. He can get back Haunted Dead. I'm one short of... Or no, I have a land. So if he has another counter spell, he can't double Haunted Dead. You have 2 cards in hand. Alright, I'm just going to try to go for the kill. Activate this. Attack.
Yeah, it can't be much.
We're still at 18, so even if we don't kill him this turn, then that's fine. Okay, I'm going to temper the blocker.
Okay, I'm dead. I think. Oh, let me loot. I'm dead.
All right, so that was kind of a grindy match, but I think that's going to happen a lot against any sort of blue-black graveyard-type deck. They are very resilient to removal, especially mass removal, just being able to bring back stuff like Scrap Heap Scrounger with Prize Amalgam, Haunted Dead, and you saw how powerful Voldaren Pariah was in all the games that Tom had access to it. It was just phenomenal at every point.
Yeah, I can pull creatures out very fast. Haunted Dead makes 2 creatures. Scrap Heap Scrounger comes back, as does Prize Amalgam. So it's not very hard to get 3 creatures in play. The deck doesn't run any main deck removal spells. It runs just all synergy, all artifacts, just Voldaren Pariah for removal. So a singular like Gearhulk can give it trouble. Have to like sacrifice some board to get rid of it. But those Gearhulks look pretty good, especially the combustible one.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of why the card is actually good, is because you get to a point in the game where your opponent doesn't really have a choice anymore. Like early on, they have a choice, right? They can let you draw 3 cards, or they can maybe take a bunch of damage. And, the fear of you playing a red deck and them taking upwards of 10 damage means that maybe they might just let you draw 3 cards if they make that mistake most of the time. But if you get them down to, somewhere around 6 to 8 life or less, I think that they have to let you draw 3 cards because the odds of them dying is just too high. Like, the risk is just there. You can win, like Tom was contemplating in multiple spots, like, can I win the game if you draw 3 cards? Maybe. Can I... And then, like, what are the odds that you just lose on the spot versus having to grind through 3 more cards?
I think the question is, can I beat, like, some number of good spells again? Because if he's drawing more 5-drops, more Gearhulks, more refurbishes and stuff, I can't beat those anyway. So a lot of times, maybe if you're at 7 or 9 life, you have to just bank on them drawing like a Tormenting Voice and 2 land.
Yeah.
And at that point, you just should pay the life. If you can't beat the spells anyway, just roll the dice and pay the life. Yep.
Yeah, but that's basically all I got. I thought that the matchup was kind of it was very back and forth, which I really liked. I think both decks really showed off what they could do. I think as far as the blue-black deck is concerned, I think it's probably better to just move towards more zombie-like stuff and just play for Smuggler's Copter. Yeah. I think that the deck is very synergistic as is. Adding another type of synergy with artifact theme didn't seem like it was all that good. I wasn't actually that impressed with Glint Crane.
Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of more of a 3-drop to lead after the Copter, or to find more Copters. The deck does run 4 Smuggler's Copters. I just sideboarded out 2, then ended up bringing back in 1. They're good, and they're kind of a combo with a 3-drop, like 1 power creature. Pilgrim's Eye's in there for that part. I'm sure Filthy Familiar's better when I'm bringing in the Wretched Gryphs or I'm playing against a aggressive ground creature-based deck, but this matchup wasn't very good. I think you just want to try to grind them out, maybe get them with some counter spells here and there.
Yeah, I'm also very wary of trying to play a lot of artifacts in the format just because of the card Ceremonious Rejection. I think that the more colorless cards you play in your deck, the more vulnerable you're going to be to that, especially when you're trying to bring in stuff like Wretched Gryph and Mindbender. Like, yes, you still get the trigger off of them, which is the more important part, but at the same time, if your very important Smuggler's Copter on turn 2, 3, or 4 gets countered, it's going to be bad for you. But if you're just playing like a zombie shell and you just happen to have 4 Smuggler's Copters in your deck, your opponent can't really afford to bring in Disenchants or Ceremonious Rejection, but for just 1 card in your entire deck.
Yeah, I was scared of artifact removal. It's a little bit soft. Even as Cataclysmic Gearhulks, I could have like 2 Smuggler's Copters and a Key to the City, maybe a Perpetual Time Machine in play. Then you kill all my creatures that I had, the Spirits, the Haunted Deads, the Prize Amalgams, along with like all the artifacts I accumulated.
All right, guys, well, that's going to be all for me and Tom today. This weekend, though, we have something special going on. We're going to have Grand Prix Atlanta. This is going to be 1 week before the Pro Tour, and you're going to get your first chance to see Kaladesh Limited being played. Mm-hmm. Now, it's going to be a really huge event, and I don't know. You don't really want to miss it. I don't know all the promo stuff, though. Yeah.
So Magic Story playmat, your deck's already registered for you. That's a main draw to playing Star City sealed events. So yeah, that'd be sweet. You can sleep in, I guess. You don't have to worry about writing on the deck list the first time and passing around and all that stuff.
Yeah. We're going to be talking more about Grand Prix Atlanta later in the week, so make sure you come back and see that. Anyway, that's going to be all for me and Tom Ross. Thanks for watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com, and we'll see you soon.